This is a picture of my mother, born as Hilda Cartwright, on the 4th of August 1924. Here she would have been in her late teens, possibly just about 20. And this is just about the time that she met my father. So, what we were going to talk about is in 1945, you came home on leave for the first time for 3 years, and then you met Hilda, who was eventually to become your wife. Now, how did you meet Hilda?
I met her through a cousin, which I didn't know, of course, at the time. But I went to my employers in the engineering, Thomas Robinson, who were the big engineering firm in Rochdale. I went to have a look who was there, who hadn't joined up. So I went to have a look, a look to see who was left. And one of them, a colleague I used to be friendly with Bill Hoyle, and he lived probably 10 minutes walk from my house. And when I got to Robinson's, they said I asked where he was, and apparently he'd left in the September of 1944 and taken over his father's off licence. His father decided to retire and handed the off licence over to Bill Hoyle, who'd been unfortunately come out of the army with a rupture, and he was discharged, which was very unusual in the army for that to happen, where you could normally get that sorted out. And he was very disappointed about that. But anyway, when I went to see Bill Hoyle on the Friday night, Hilda, my wife-to-be, which I didn't know at that time, was there, and he introduced us, and after I
what was your first impression of her? What did you think of her?
Well, the first impression was I thought that she was quite a beautiful lady. She seemed very intelligent. She was a teacher, and also what I learned eventually, that she was very athletic woman.
Yeah, were you expecting to see her again after that occasion?
No, I wasn't, but I said to Bill, who was the amazing thing was that he was Hilda. Bill was her cousin. Now Hilda had always looked up a lot to Bill. He was 5 or 6 years older than Hilda. And when he was a boy, he was a very generous sort of lad who looked after Hilda a lot, and she appreciated that. And after I'd left on that particular Friday, Bill said to Hilda that Ronnie, and that was me of course, had been asking about her, and Bill said that, Hilda said she'd like to go dancing with you. Well, that was a bit of a con trick really, because what he was trying to do was to get us together, because I didn't dance. I'd never done any dancing at all. So I said, I'll come and see you on Wednesday. That was Friday. I'll come and see you on Wednesday. And when I went on Wednesday, Bill was telling me what apparently Hilda had been saying, and he said, well, come on Friday, Bill said, because Hilda will be here on Friday. So when I went on the Friday, before I went, Bill said she'd like to go dancing with you, which I didn't dance. So when I met her on the Friday, because I didn't dance, we went to the pictures, and it was quite incredible, really, because to cut the story short.
So, in other words, he'd fixed you up. Neither of you had actually arranged this.
No, they
He'd
hadn't.
said to
No, no,
her that you wanted to see him, and
he'd
conversely.
fix it up,
Yeah.
and that was the start of a lifetime, because after I'd 10 days left of that leave, that first leave, and about the following week we were going on a bus to Manchester, and I said to my wife, "Darling, I've got your present." She said, "Oh, what is it, Ronnie?" So I said, "There you are," and I gave her a little parcel, very little one, and she unwrapped it, and inside was an engagement ring.
Goodness, after 10 days.
And after 10 days, we got engaged. And when I did that, I did it with so much sort of fondness in my heart that I thought, here is a girl for me for life. Now, quite how incredible that was.
Well, people had to move quickly, didn't they? Because you didn't know if you'd be coming back even, did you?
I mean, I didn't know whether I'd get killed or whatever. You just didn't know at all.
And how did the family react to that? What did her
Well,
parents
her mother nearly, she sat on a little stool in front of the fire, and she nearly fell off it. And her father said, "I think we'll have a drink on that." Went to the cupboard and got a bottle of whiskey out.
This is where it comes in handy having the off licence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they had an off licence too, didn't they?
Business, that's right. And but that was a start.
And what did your mother think? Because she'd been on her own all that time. She must have really wanted you to come back and live with her for a bit.
She did. I mean, I don't think that she was 100% in agreement with it. But then, I suppose, looking at circumstances, how my life had been before, I'd never had anything so sort of what I consider beautiful in my life from the day I was born, for something like this to happen. And of course, I suppose I overlooked a lot of those sort of things regarding my mother.